Anytime. All right, hello. I looked around my room the other day, and it was all empty beer bottles and condom wrappers. And I said, this is not how I expected to spend my 58th year. Because I used to have no sex, because I was married. It was a companionable marriage. My husband told me he liked me as a friend. So 2 years ago, my marriage broke up, and I said, this is my chance. I can live whatever kind of life I want, what I want. I want stories, I want music, and I want sex. I want to be the sluttiest slut in West Marjorie. So if you are a single lawyer, a single Jewish lawyer with a thriving practice on the main line, habeas corpus. I want to make up for lost time, because let me tell you, I was married 30 years and I never cheated on my husband. I wanted to. I wanted to have an affair with a stand-up comic named Paul Lyons. I met him, I took a class from him, a comedy class, and he liked my writing, so we started getting together after class and writing together, and I thought he might have a thing for me because he would kiss me on the mouth, but it turned out like he just had boundary issues. But he asked me to go on the road with him, and to me this was like a dream come true, you know? I was going to live the glamorous life of the road comic, you know, fire halls and church basements, and that was a step up because at the time I was writing software manuals for a company in King of Prussia, and I lived in Jersey, so I commuted, so like every day like started terrible and ended horrible, you know what I mean? And he was going to take me away from all this, and he said, well, let's just get one room. We were going to do a weekend, a two thing. He goes, you know, the booker's going to pay for his room, but not my room. I was just the opening act, so let's get, you know, just one room to, like, you know, save money. So I was like, yes, you know, because, I mean, you know, really, I mean, I had a job. I could have afforded the, you know, Red Roof Inn in East Cowabunga, Pennsylvania, but I'm going along, you know. So the first night we're out there and we did a show and it was like great, and I killed and he killed, and we went back to the hotel and it was like, this is happening. But it didn't. Like, it turned out like he wasn't really interested, and, you know, we really were, like, saving money. Like, no air quotes, no air punctuation of any kind, and so I was like crushed, you know, and I was laying in bed, I didn't sleep at all because I was laying there and like it wasn't happening, and I lay there awake all night. So the next day, you know, we ran around and then we went to do our next show, but I had no sleep, and you know, your brain doesn't really work, and I'm the opener, and I go, there's like 300 people in a fire hall, and usually like you yell the name of the town. That's how you get people riled up. You're like, hello, Altoona! And everybody goes, oh! You know? And so I get up there and I was like, hello! And I like blanked, and I was like, oh shit, you know, I didn't know where I was. I just stood there, and then I thought, oh, I'm not going to remember any of my jokes, and so I panicked, and so I took my notes with me, and usually I'm just like talking, but instead I go held my notes in front of my face. I was like, so you like football? I mean, you know, it was like the worst. Like I bombed terribly, and then Paul went up, and of course he did great, you know, and so then after the show, like I just wanted to like get out of there. I just wanted to get out of there, but like they had a DJ, and he wanted to dance with some little blonde, and people kept coming up to him. We were standing, people come up, oh my God, you were great, and then they would look at me and like, hi, you know. I was like just so humiliated. I just wanted to leave. But we didn't get out of there until 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're driving in this 4-hour drive, and I started to cry, and not like a dainty little tear, you know, it was like, you know, where your eyes get all piggy, and it's disgusting. I was like, you don't love me. And he said, what are you talking about? Of course I love you. And like I wanted to stop because I know like guys don't really like it, like when you cry and accuse them of like insufficient emotion. But I just I couldn't stop, so I was like, you don't love me enough. And I knew I was blowing it, and we finally got home, and I'm going, I get out of the car, I'm going to the door, and I knew like I blew it, and he would never take me on the road with him again, and my life was always going to be software manuals and commuting on the Schuylkill. And as I'm walking to my door, my phone rings, and it was him, and he said, Margie, I miss you. And that was how my crush became my best friend.